Hello, everyone. Hope you're well. Welcome back. We are back with the watch along, the first one back after the Easter break. And yeah, what did you think of the what did you think of the international break? A welcome break as a Burnley fan, maybe, or not so much as a Brighton fan. They were on a nice bit of a run, Fabian Hertzler's side, but I think it will be a welcome break for Burnley, won't it? The fact that we remained unbeaten, get in. That's one positive. But also on the flip, the players have now had a bit of chance to recuperate, revitalise themselves, have a think about this last run in. It didn't help that West Ham got a vital 3 points over Wolves. The best we could have hoped for was a point, really, in that game. But it has dragged Spurs into it, and we've got to try and get above them. Like I say, with teams like Leeds, Forest, and West Ham picking up points here and there, it's going to take a miracle, an absolute mountain of a task to get out of this relegation zone. Personally, I think it's done and we are going to be relegated. But time will tell. Time will certainly tell. Stick with us through this game. Like I say, we'll be bringing you everything throughout the whole of the fixture. We'll take you through the teams very, very shortly as well. Few people in. Arthur Batista is in. Hope you're well. Girod's in. How you doing, my man? He says, how was your 3-week vacation? Anything special you did? Not really. I mean, I've made a bit of a change to my health. I've decided to try and eat right. I've started running. And I've signed up for my first ever 10k race in Blackpool in May, either the first or second weekend of May. So I'm really looking forward to that. And to be fair, I am trying to get sponsorships. I should put the sponsor link in here and put it on the page. But I've had so much of a rush today that I've not even managed to put out the link to say that we are live. I've not been able to even put it out on any socials yet. But yes, it's nice. It's nice. Chewing gum helps. Just to let you know, chewing gum helps fight all those cravings. And like I say, I've filled this Lucozade bottle up full of Vimto. Because I've also not had a drink in 5 weeks. I've totally kicked the alcohol habit as well. So yeah, it's been quite decent. Geordie Toon for Life, how are you? He says, good luck today, Dan. Mate, we need all the luck in the world. It's going to be a very, very tough ask. Like I say, Brighton, I think, in the last two, got a result against Sunderland and then Arsenal. Liverpool. It's Arsenal who've lost today, I think. I think Bournemouth have managed to get something out of it last time I looked. It were 1-1, but I've had someone say that it were Bournemouth 1-2-1. Wow. Like I say, it's blown the title race at the opposite end wide open. I just mentioned West Ham. Just as you mentioned West Ham, here he comes. Here he comes, the main man. How you doing? He says, afternoon, Dan. Afternoon to yourself, Rich. Hope you're well. Great result for you guys against Wolves, weren't it? Fantastic. Dropped Spurs in there. Obviously, as a London boy, that'll serve you well, won't it? You'll be buzzing for this. Mac, good afternoon to yourself. All's good on my end. Hope yours is good too. It's a great result for Bournemouth earlier. Arsenal going to win now. They really are bottling it, aren't they? Like, this is the best chance they've ever had. And the bottle has well and truly just been placed in front of them and someone's just gone swipe. Like, literally bottling it everywhere, no matter what competition it is. Madness. Absolute ludicrous, mate. Absolute ludicrous. But I appreciate that. Mr. Rodriguez, it says you look fabulous though, Dan. I can notice that you lost some weight and such. Hey, if it's starting to show, I'm happy with that. I weighed myself the other day. I've gone from nearly 17 stone to 15, 12. So I've not been in the 15s for about at least 5 or 6 years, maybe 8, 9 years. I can't remember. It's been a long time. But I'm happy that it's going down. Not so happy that my team potentially are going down, which is a bit of a cry for help. But hey, here we are. Shows the Burnley team ready and waiting in the tunnel, waiting for Birmingham Brighton, to make their way. Like I said, I haven't put this out on socials. Maybe I should put it out now before the game starts. Just say how we are live. I mean, we are live on Facebook. We are live on Facebook, so do please come and check us out. In fact, I'm going to share it if I can. Where are we? This is the thing. I'm so behind. It's always the first one. The first one, I'm always behind with it. But I have now shared it, and fingers crossed, we can. I just need to put it on other socials. The players are making their way to the pitch. To be fair, Mr. R, it's a tough ask. That Wolves game, they could potentially put us rock bottom of the league. Like that's mad to think. Absolutely mad to think. What am I doing here? What am I doing? I'm completely lost the plot. Just put we are live. This is what happens. This is what happens when you don't prep good enough. To be fair, I've had my little girl here, so taking care of my family was the main thing. We are live. Come and join us. And then put a load of hashtags, because why the bloody hell not? Hope you've all had a good time anyway. Like I say, football's back. The players are all shaking hands. We will go through the teams in just a moment as they are on the stream. It said it's 4-2-3-1, but I had Burnley's thing down according to Sky as a 3-4-2-1. But hey ho, maybe in transition, we shall see. But I will try and post this because I've got to try and get it out everywhere. Good afternoon to yourself, Luke. Hope you're well. Gary, come on, you Clarets indeed. Oh, you've got hospitality tickets for that game. Nice. It's decent in there. It's been a while since I've been in. But yeah, it is decent. Let's put it out on Twitter as well. I don't think I need to put it on Facebook because, like I say, it's already out there on Facebook. We'll also try and keep you up to date with what's happening in the Grand National if you are an avid watcher of that. Come on. Men and Machines. Right. Now I need to get the link. This is what happens. My little girl's in the chat. She's actually on the game with her mum. They won tickets for the game, so go and enjoy it. And I love you too, Princess. Really do. Have fun. Come on, help Burnley get the 3 points. That's what I want. That's what I want you to do. Hi to yourself, Kate, as well. I've only just seen your comment further up. Predictions for today, Max says. I said 2-1 to Brighton, and I don't know whether I'm being a bit, hasty there. The lighting in this room is a bit bad. I'm not entirely sure what's going on. Hopefully that's a bit better. But let's get this shared ASAP. Then we can get through the teams. In fact, I'll take you through the teams. Starting with the Clarets. Martin Dubravka starts in goal. It's from what I heard, it was a back three of Yalmar Ekdal, Bashir Humphries and Maxime Esteve. A four of Ward-Prowse, Ugachukwu, Florentino and Hartman. But it could easily be that both of them play wider. Edwards, Anthony and Fleming. We are going to get the game underway in just a second as well. Let's have a look at the Brighton team. Bart Verbruggen in goal, Mats Pfeiffer, Jan-Paul van Heck, Olivier Boscagli, Ferdi Kagioglu, Yassin Iare, Pascal Gross, Diego Gomez, Jack Hinshelwood, Yankuba Minter and Danny Welbeck. We are underway, so I will try and get this all sorted and get off the screen. I am so lagging with what I'm doing here. I've not even changed the score. It still says Turf Moor. What am I doing? Let's, right, there we are. There we are. I think we're all good for the game now, hopefully. Trezor with the winner, John says. Blimey, I will take that all day long, mate. Massively take that all day long. Let's have a look. I've still not put it out on flaming Twitter because it's gone all funny. Hopefully. Right, that's done it. Right. Sort the socials. Let's crack on with the game. Brighton play a ball over. It's Danny Welbeck. Bashir Humphries having to watch the move. Plays the ball across and easily collected by Martin Dubravka. To be fair, Burnley have made 4 changes in this game. Like I say, we knew the Josh Laron one was there due to the red card. Brighton are trying to play very attacking. Ekdal tried to play it back to Dubravka, but Dubravka couldn't catch it, obviously. So I had to head it away. Throw in taken, which Burnley tried to clear. Ugachukwu picks out Bashir Humphries. Fleming on the chase. And it's made its way back to Verbruggen. If you remember, Verbruggen actually heavily linked with Burnley, wasn't he? Where under Vincent Kompany. Was linked with a move to the Clarets. Just don't think he fancied the vision. But he is a fantastic goalkeeper. Brighton have it at the back. Now with Minter tries to find a ball through. Another player for Burnley that was dropped was Kyle Walker. And to be fair, I think his performances of late haven't really merited him starting. So I totally agree with that, with him being dropped there. Burnley have a throw in on this near side. 3 minutes gone. Bashir Humphries looking for options. Ward-Prowse comes and looks, and Bashir has to go back to the keeper. Now with a Stev. Tries to play it out wide for Hartman. Couldn't quite get it, and as he skips across, but Burnley do well to intercept. Now Zian Fleming still has it. It's intercepted. Now Van Heck. The referee. Referee not happy with the ball. I believe. Don't know what's happened there, but maybe a couple of scuffs on the ball. It sort of ripped the lining of the ball, and they've had to replace it with a new one. Ball played forward. Brighton tried to get it across the face of goal, and Danny Welbeck gets his foot on it, but Martin Dubravka does well. Danny Welbeck in inspiring form, let's just say, this season. A man of that age as well. I'm surprised he didn't receive an England call-up. It just doesn't quite, on the replay, it shows, doesn't quite manage to wrap his foot around that as it comes over. What's your guys' predictions? Let us know your predictions for this game. Let us know what you're thinking. How you think this game's going to go. Like I say, I think the break has come well and at a perfect time for Burnley, but we shall see come 90 minutes. Beautiful bit of 1-2 stuff. Jadon Anthony has it. Tries to come forward. Now Burnley still have it. Hartman finds Ugachukwu. Can he get away? Finds Jadon Anthony. I think Anthony's offside. It's in the back of the net. I think it's going to be offside though. I think Anthony is off. I'm sure it'll be checked. The linesman's got his flag up. I think Anthony knows. We're just going to check it back. Anthony comes in, cuts in. Marched out by 2. Hartman keeps the move alive. Ugachukwu. Oh, it's very close. Very, very close. I think it could just be one of those where it's like an arm offside. VAR are looking at it. I think it will be given as offside. Not going to lie. I do think it will be given as off. And so does the referee. But Burnley have had the ball in the back of the net. But ruled out all the same. It's just typical of Burnley, isn't it? Always VAR, ready to disrupt the party. That's one thing I'm looking forward to next year. None of that stupidity relying on a camera that clearly still makes errors. Good pressure by Burnley. Putting Brighton under. Van Heck can't quite keep a hold of it. Does manage to recover. Now Brighton try to work this down to their left-hand side. Van Heck gets it back. Tries to look for the ball over the top. It's a good run. Brighton try to keep it alive. Ekdal gets up. Then so does Ward-Prowse. There's a Burnley player on the deck. Stev gets back up. It's going to be a free kick to Burnley. Marcus Edwards put under a bit of pressure by Yankuba Minta. And the Clarets are a free kick in their own half. It's just showing the replay of the offside goal again. Again, it's really close. It's literally shoestring. They're just showing it now with the saying it's offside because of the top half of the sleeve from around here. Sorry, here downwards is still in an offside position. So it is, again, like I said, very, very marginal. The one thing that isn't marginal, though, is the rain. It's coming down bucket loads at Turf Moor. Ball played over by Zian Fleming, and Burnley players running into the box to try and attack it, but it is cleared for a corner. There's a good ball pumped forward by Dubravka. So Jadon Anthony was trying to get himself into that goal-scoring position to finish the move. But it's Ward-Prowse, a set-piece specialist. The referee's seen an infringement, maybe. Ward-Prowse shouting to somebody. Arm is aloft. The corner comes in. And I think it's going to be another one. Is it? Must have been a training ground tactic there. I'll have to see that one back. The ball does come in and it's very short. Oh, Anthony does well there. Could have nearly come off for that. I think it is going to be another corner to the Clarets, though. Another set piece. Whipped in. It's deep this time. Oh, and it's hit Zian Fleming on the thigh, I believe. Smashes him on the thigh and goes out. It's coming at some pace, to be honest. It's a good run by the Clarets forward. Showing the replay of the first one. You know what? Well worked corner set piece. Jadon Anthony could have been in there, and I don't think that one would have been ruled out. But here come Brighton. Pressure put on by Ekdal. Good pressure by Ekdal as well. Sends Brighton out. And Burnley have a throw in deep in their own half. So get your comments in. Willing to chat with you all. Missed you guys, actually. I've been able to chat all football and stuff. Fleming's looking to take a quick throw in, but I think as he's tried to keep the ball in play, he's hit one of the Brighton players in the face by trying to keep it in. But it's only the ball that hits his face, not Fleming. Ekdal plays it along the back to Esteve. Finds Hartman. Great work by Burnley. Jadon Anthony still manages to keep it. Ward-Prowse. Burnley now having to try and work it down this near right-hand side. Ekdal tries to go on a run. Manages to recover it for Burnley as well. Under a lot of pressure. And Esteve drives forward. He's got Anthony there. Picks him out. He beats one. Skips past two. Then he's tripped. I think it's not really a foul though. It's going to be a bit of a greasy surface down there. Pitch at Turf Moor getting a lot of rain. How you doing, Claire? Hope you're well. Perth in Australia. Good day to you, my friend. That's racist. Why have I done that? that's silly. But no, it's I know what it's like. People always seem to say with Australian accents. I'm not going to go all cliche though, but no, it's nice to have people from all over the globe. Really do appreciate it, and glad that you're good. To be fair, J-Rod, we've actually done pretty well. We've had like I say, we've had the ball in the back of the net. VAR said it's offside because of this part of his arm was in an offside position. Madness. There's lots of different American accents though, isn't there? That's the problem. You've got the New York one, which is very like coffee. Like, I gotta get a cup of coffee. Or is that Boston? I don't bloody know. I've probably just butchered that all the same. Oh, nice. I'll tell you what, to go from Scotland to Australia is something. I bet that were a climate change, weren't it? A massive climate change. You've gone from Scotland to Australia. I don't blame you, though. I bet the weather's absolutely glorious. Like I say, completely different to here in Burnley, where it's streaming down is the rain. I don't really know other accents, to be fair. New England, Boston accent, I can show you how to do that when I'm there. But for my accent, you have to drop the R's a lot. I'll try and work on them and see what I can come up with. Ogachukwu been quite heavily involved, does well to skip away. Marcus Edwards was hoping for a bit of a flick on. Ward-Prowse slips. And Brighton tried to come forward. 4 on the charge. Good interception by Ekdal again. He's done pretty well on this right-hand side. That's a push in the back. And the referee sees that as well. It was Minter who tried to get forward. I bet, Claire. I bet. To be fair, Glasgow's the only place I've nearly not made it home from a football game. Burnley played Rangers pre-season a few years back, but they said if you want, you can get off the coach at in Glasgow Centre. So we got dropped off near the train station, but they said, but you'll have to make your own way to Arbroax. So it was like, right, fine. Had a couple of beers and whatever. And then afterwards was like, right, where's this coach going to be parked? It's nowhere around the ground. We started walking down this road thinking where we're going and thought, shit, we basically missed it. Anyway, we were approaching like this motorway area and we saw this coach come past that had Burnley on it and we sort of flagged it and they went, you two, are you meant to be on here? Like, is the booking under Morehouse? I said, yeah. They went, right, get on. So they managed to stop just before they hit this motorway thing and we managed to just get on. It was literally luck at its best, but we were nearly stuck in Scotland because we nearly missed the coach. In fact, that's where that day was where I found my love for Scotch pies. Oh, Scotch pies in Glasgow or something else. Do love a good Scotch pie. Yeah, it were. It's up there with Plymouth. Like I say, I was only young. I had friends that were a bit older than me. People falling asleep on the back of the coach, and people trying to stick marshmallows up their nose and trying to set them on fire if they fell asleep, just to like wind people up. I had a brand new coat on. It had been raining earlier that day. We got involved in a football game with some Plymouth fans, and yeah, it was just. To be fair, I just remember sliding in to try and score, and I had mud all down my new coat, all down my jeans. I'd ripped underneath the sleeve. I'd only wore it twice. And I think we got beat 2-0 as well. So, yeah, there's memorable good ones and there's memorable bad ones. Speaking of bad ones, Brighton come forward and it's well cleared by Kalinshi Hartman. He's done well there with a fizzing ball across the box. If you've never been to Blackpool, you have to go at least once. I think for me, now it's got to a point of Blackpool's just Blackpool. But growing up as a kid, it used to be the Vegas of the North. It's not. It's better when all the lights are on at night and it's all lit up with the illuminations and stuff. But that's only during a certain period. I think that's like back end of September time. But yeah, it's not a bad. Blackpool front's all right. Everything else behind Blackpool front is a shithole. That's all I'll say on that front. It's a shame you have to make. I mean, to be fair, making them from scratch, I bet they're even better because you can work with them as much as you want. Brighton come forward again. It's fizzed across and nobody there. It's made its way to the other side. Van Heck tries to fizz one in. Header up. And Burnley just clear. At the end of the day, defending first by Ekdal, who's done really well. Yeah, the seafront at Blackpool. Yeah, it is exactly, Claire. It is a rite of passage. Blackpool. To be fair, you get a lot. I've noticed in Blackpool, there's a lot of people from Scotland that go. I know they have like a Scottish weekend or something, but I've noticed that there is a lot of Scottish people in Blackpool. Oh, Bratton really with a chance. Again, it's Danny Welbeck who just couldn't get his feet right. And now it's fizzed in again to the back stick. Header up. And it's kept hold of by Dubravka. Hinshelwood trying to put him under some pressure. Jayden Anthony cuts in past one. Tries to cut past two. Has to look back. and does well. Burnley, you need to be alive there. Ugachukwu couldn't really get to it. It is a very greasy surface. The passes are going a bit wayward. Players slipping. Now Florentino Luis. Hartman tried to fizz one into the centre for Ugachukwu. Couldn't quite keep the pace. Bashir Humphries gets to it. Marcus Edwards. He needs to be faster. Edwards, you're lacking. You're really lagging and lacking. I think we're trying to play over the top. I don't know whether we're trying to counter Brighton's attacks, but it is strange. It's a really strange setup the way we're playing. Good block by Bashir Humphries. Yeah, you, like you said, it's a rite of passages, Blackpool. It's something else. Fish and chips on the seafront. A bag of donuts, sugared donuts. Easily blowing 50, 60 quid in arcades of Coral Island. It's easily done. Easily done. Yeah, the piers and the tower and such are really good. The National Football Museum in Manchester's not bad. I went not long after it first opened. I've not been since, but I'm guessing there'll be a lot more there now to see. And a lot more interactive things as well. Fast approaching 22 minutes. Brighton come forward. Hinshelwood tries to fizz one over. Hartman's up. Ward-Prowse finds Jayden Anthony. Hartman has to try and wrap his foot round it and clear, but saying the ball's gone out of play. It'll be a Brighton throw-in. That's what I mean, John. I mean, for us, we've got used to the point of now it's like Blackpool's a shithole. But like I say, at times it's not too bad. In sun, when you get a nice hot day, saying that, it's absolutely rammers on a hot day, isn't it? You sat in traffic on M65 trying to get off at like Preston Garstang. It's just, yeah, pain in the arse. Yeah, the National Football Museum in Manchester. Some wayward passing by Burnley again. Bashir Humphries tried to find Ugachukwu. Ward-Prowse trying to put Brighton under some pressure, as was Ian Fleming. Makes Van Heck go back to the goalkeeper, Bart Verbruggen. Yeah. I think we'll get beat 2-1, Pete, if I'm honest. But yeah, the way this game's going, it's smash and grab sort of stuff. Although Brighton are in, chance, Burnley defending for their lives. Dubravka's come out, and it has gone wide. It was pinball in there. I think Dubravka stayed down. I don't know whether he's hurt or he's just stayed down, hoping that. But he does come to try and clear it. It was his clearance that led to it, to be fair. Very poor clearance. Minter couldn't quite get it out from his feet. He's tried to come out. Estev's tried to clear it. Luckily, there's two on the line for Burnley who see the ball wide. Like I say, points now aren't even good enough, Pete. I'll be honest with you. Even points at this part of the season aren't good enough at all. We need to be getting 3. Are they checking for a penalty? I think they may potentially be checking for a penalty. Yakuba Minter cuts in. And no, you can't give that. I swear to God, if that's given as a penalty, that is shocking. His hands by his side. I don't think it is going to be given as a pen. And I stand right. Bashir Humphries has it. Good block by Pascal Gross. It is interesting, Claire. Like you say, both teams bottling it at opposite ends of the table. I think it'd be very, very interesting and funny if Spurs do go down. You know, we're sort of expected it. We've been up and down the last couple of years under this regime. Estev's done well. He gets to the byline. Can he whip one in? It's deflected. It's going to be a Burnley corner. Well played by Maxime Esteve. Martelli's on mute, but I know for certain that three sides of that stadium at Turf Moor will be echoing the word Steve. It's a corner for the Clarets. What can they make of this opportunity? Again, it's going to be Ward-Prowse. From the far left-hand side this time. Ball whipped in deep. It's punched about. It's pinball. It's header up there. Fleming can't get there, and they do well to clear Brighton. Try to fizz one forward, but nobody there. Dubravka trying. Why are you playing it? So the ball's ended up coming back to Dubravka. He could have easily punted that ball back forward where every Burnley player is still up that top end and instead waits for somebody to come back so he can play it to their feet. So what you've done there is let them get back into position and just at what cost? You've now had to track back instead of trying to give yourself an ounce of a chance. Jadon Anthony. Hartman. Can he pick out Ugachukwu? And does. Now with Bashir Humphries. Tries to whip one over. Anthony can't see it. And I think it's Florentino tries to put the pressure on. Marcus Edwards gets to it. Tries to cut back. Finds Ugachukwu. Now with Bashir Humphries. Cuts back to Ward-Prowse. Fizzed in. It's very deep. And it's well worked by Max Viper. Who just chests it back to his goalkeeper. Has anyone backed any horses on the Grand National? Who have you backed if you have? Let us know in the chat. Ball with Van Heck into the centre of the park. Welbeck. Ball fizzed over the top, which Burnley do well. Stev gets there. There's a Brighton player on the floor. I'm sorry, I'm not sure. He's given a... Fuck off! Fuck off, right? I'm sorry. The player's on the deck, Gomez, right? I'm sorry, I'll watch this back first before I give a proper... So Esteve and Gomez go for the ball. Esteve gets the ball, Gomez barely gets touched. He's rolling around like a sack of fucking shit. And at the end of the day, the referee's letting the game go on. He's letting the game go on. 3 or 4, sorry, because I can't clearly count. Hang around the referee going, oh, it's a foul, it's a foul, it's a foul. As soon as they're all in his face, referee goes, oh, well, yeah, maybe when you think about it. Goes up to Esteve and books him. Bollocks. If that's the case, every time one of their sack of shit players drops to the floor, hound him. Hound the shit out of this ref. Tell him it's a red. Even if he touches you. Gomez is even looking and laughing at Esteve's walking away. He's shaking his head. Piss take. Bought a cheap free kick. Cheap free kick. Free kick, sorry. The Nationals at 4 o'clock, so just as the second half starts, I believe. Yeah, it's just... Yeah, like Claire says, they have got Brighton on Sunday. Like I said, they could chuck us this game and then beat Spurs. You've got Marcus Edwards lying on the floor behind the wall. Got Gomez, Pascal Gross, and I think it's Yankuba Minter stood over it. I think it's going to be Gomez that takes it. No, he flicks it back. It's a shot deflected. Tried to work a set piece. A training ground set piece routine, which didn't work. It's so frustrating. Like, the amount of teams that cheat now. Like I say, he barely gets touched. Goes down like a sack of shit. And then somehow, just due to whinging to the ref, gets... it pisses me off. Do you think both teams will score? Do you know what? I think... you never know. I think so. You know what Burnley are like, though? They try and keep these tight-knit games, and then they'll like, either end up nicking it, or if they go 1-0 up, we'll come out, then lose 2-0 or something. You know what? I'll stick my neck on the line. Luis, and say... Yeah, both teams will score. I'm not sure who the ref is. I'll actually have a look for you, John. See if we can find out who the absolute tosspot is. Let's have a look. I'm seeing if it tells us on the thing, but it doesn't. Just says stats and all sorts of stuff. Doesn't say the referee. Not entirely sure. I'll tell you who will know. I'll have a look at Phil Bird's Twitter account. I'm sure he'll have posted it. Normally does. Where are we? Thomas Bramall. Yeah, there you go, John. You found it before me. I've never heard of him as well. Thomas Bramwell. Bramwell, Bramall, Bumall, whatever he is. Hartman asking for a Steph to come towards it. But again, it's just the passing's wayward. Very, very wayward. Now with Marcus Edwards. He tries to drive. Cuts back inside. He's looking for options. He has to look back towards Ward-Prowse. Florentino. What's the referee pulled back? That is bollocks. Hinshelwood's down on the deck. He's holding his head, but he weren't holding his head originally. Just trying to see what's happened here. To be fair, he gets in the way, him and Ugachukwu, but the fact that he's had to pull that back, really, really shocked with that. No, I don't think he likes Burnley either. He's a right arsehole. Estev's complaining. Say, look, I'm not being funny, but one, we're on the attack. Play was told to continue. The guy's up off his feet now, isn't he? And up and about. It's just bullshit. He's complained at the referee. How is that not a foul? Sorry, but you ran into each other and then you went down cheaply, holding your head. But you've had treatment now, so you're going to have to go off the pitch. We were on a really good attacking phase of play there as well. Absolute bollocks. Absolute bollocks as usual. Frustrating. It's all we get in the Premier League. Frustration after frustration after frustration. Nothing new. Yeah, it's not Bramwell. It is Thomas Bramall. But I think Bramwell is like a... Well, you can get Bramwell's baked beans. I think they're Aldi owned, aren't they? Aldi's Bramwell baked beans. But yeah, it's Bramall, like Bramall Lane. I've got some Hartley's jelly pots, to be fair, downstairs. Part of my little, nice snack. They're only 5 calories, so I've been having one of them if I feel like snacking. Ball whipped in. And again, Brighton knocking on the door. Welbeck just needing to be in those places an extra yard or so, and he would have been in. I'm sort of glad Esteve didn't get his toe on it, really, because he could have sent that goalwards, and that would have been a bit of a tragic end to this first half. We're fast approaching the 40-minute mark. I don't understand why, as well. We've not tried playing 2 up front. We've always seemed to play with just the 1 up top. Why aren't we trying to go 2 up front to give us an option? This referee has given us nothing. Absolutely nothing. Steph Havins chased down the loose ball. Punts it forward. Fleming, he's not really having a good game, but Bashir Humphries tries to get to the loose one. Can Marcus Edwards keep it alive? But it's Bashir Humphries' wayward pass that feeds Danny Welbeck. Tries to get into the box. Ekdal's there. It's going to be a corner. Welbeck's trying to claim a penalty. Welbeck's trying to claim a penny here. Honestly, God, chances. They're absolute chances, these lot. Oh, referee, I swear. Swear it's a penalty. Get up. Get up, you soft sack of shit. He's saying if that's a pen, that's ridiculous. He's asking, has it been checked? Your eyes need checking. Idiot. Dubravka with the goal kick. Fleming's having no luck whatsoever. I'd be dropping Fleming back into like a cam roll and putting somebody else up top. Not to take anything away from Zian Fleming, though. He's done brilliantly. This is his 15th start in the Premier League, and he's got 8 goals to his name, which isn't a bad tally for a team that are where they are in the table. Just it needs some magic from Burnley, but it's Brighton who tried to come forward. Still in possession, the away side. Minter picks out Grocery, faces one across, and it is 1-0 to Brighton. It's too easy, Burnley, again. It's too easy. Absolutely ridiculous. It's too easy again. Zonal marking is shit. Why do we insist on zonal marking? Okay, it weren't even a set piece, but we're not even marking. We're not marking the players. We're not watching the runs. The defending is shocking. It is shit. It's too easy. He's a free man on the run. A free man on the run. Because Marcus Edwards can't be arsed tracking back. Ward-Prowse has to do the job of 2 men. And it's straight into the middle of the path. It's not even the paciest of balls either. It's shit. Dog shit. Shit short again. Like I said, I don't mind if we go down showing fat, but Jesus Christ, conceding stupid goals like that just takes the piss. I'm sorry for those people that hate the language or whatever, but come on. If you've watched Burnley this season, you'd understand how frustrating it is. It's an absolute bore fest and a bug fest. I don't even know why I do these flaming watch-alongs at times, because all I'm doing is hurting myself. I really, really am. The last 3 weekends have been amazing. I've had no worry about football. I've just been focusing on my health and everything else. And yeah, well said, Adrian. Again, it's just before the stroke of half time. We do it every single time. It's stupid. Corner for the Clarets up the other end. Ward-Prowse whips one in deep. Edge of the box. Florentino takes a shot. And it is well wide. Of course it is. 4 minutes added on at the end of this first half. Jeez. Who do you support, Claire? Are you a Burnley fan, or do you support Liverpool? Well, I'm guessing you've got family that sport it anyway. Ogachukwu comes forward. He goes to take it alone. And to be fair, he should have played it. I don't know whether he should have played it across or not. But he hasn't managed to wrap his foot round it enough. Did all the hard work himself. I don't know where he's got 4 minutes from. Probably from all the diving and bollocks and bullshit that Brighton keep pulling out of the Fleming back catalogue. Oh, shit's my football bets looking? It's just typical. Last couple of weeks, there's been a lot of draws. So I thought I'd pick 4 draws. 3 of them are currently draws, and 1 of them are getting beat 3-0. So that's dead. That bet's dead. Fun times. Tresor will need 2 now, John says. Again, Gomez involved. Another fumble in the box. I'll be honest, if Hinshelwood doesn't head that on, I think Danny Welbeck could have been in to put Brighton 2-0 up. Ogachukwu, been heavily involved for Burnley when it comes to it. Marcus Edwards, get Edwards off and get Fleming off. Both of them have done naff all. Brighton are 1-0 up and just passing it around the back now. It's simple enough for them. Cheers, John. Appreciate it. Like I say, I want to lose a lot more than just the one. I'm hoping to get down to about 12.8, 13 stone. Then I could say I've lost like 3 or 4 stone at least. I want to look better and feel better about myself. Not quite midlife crisis, but I just thought, you know what, I want to make some changes. Speaking of changes, we need some in the second half. The first half has been dross, and it is half time. I don't know. You won't think he is, John. You won't think he's fit with where he's playing. Absolutely dog shit. It's been a struggle. It has been a struggle. Class of Celtic first and Liverpool because my husband dad from there. My husband was born in Plymouth. Oh, nice. Nice one. Brighton should be 3 up to be fair. But the Burnley fans at the ground have just been so embarrassingly classless. They like that every time I see a Burnley game, booing genuine injuries to players. Which injury though? Because if you're talking about that Gomez one for that free kick, that was bullshit. That was actual bullshit because you could see he was rolling around like a sack of shit and he hadn't actually hurt himself. You look at the replay of the Hinshelwood one where he pulls it back when Burnley on the attack. Yes, there's a little small coming together between him and Ogachukwu, but nothing in terms of being able to be as hurt as he's making out holding his head. So, like I say, watching from the screen's a lot different than what you're seeing in real time. But yeah, it is half time. It is 1-0 to Brighton, unfortunately. And it is just one of those that something's got to give. Something has to give. Need a big second half. Massive second half. I just don't know where it's going to come from. I'm going to go top my drink up, treat myself to a wee, and I'll be back with you in about 5 or 10 minutes. Stay with us. Apologies, we are back for the second half. We are underway. But I had to wait for someone to finish on the toilet. And then, to be honest, I was umming and ahhing whether I even watched the second half. I'll be totally honest with you. Why would I enjoy having your weekends ruined? It's probably why I've not drank in 5 weeks. I've actually done all right not to drink watching this. I really don't know I was in a job, Mac, at all. But you know what? It will probably get a point here and it'll be like, oh, that's massive in our hopes for safety. Bollocks. We can't even get a ball across the box well enough. I appreciate that, John. Put National on it background. Have a watch of that. And I'll update you when this gets worse for the Clarets as usual. I really do hope I'm eating my words. Good ball forward. I think it will probably come back for offside eventually, but ball was allowed to play on. So I'm not sure what's going to happen, but Dubravka has it. Looking for a Stev. Finds Hartman. Oh. Jaden Anthony. Back to Hartman. Does well to pick out Ward-Prowse. It looks long to Ekdal. Finds Marcus Edwards. Again, we're not making space. Fucking move for each other. Christ's sake. So Bashir Humphries gets it. Marcus Edwards could be trying to pace down that wing now. Could be trying to pace down that wing. But what does he do? No, I'll stand in the centre of the park. There's a fucking huge gap on that left-hand side. And what does he decide to do? Stand there in the middle of the park. If you want to carve open opportunities, Burnley, make a move. Get into those positions. Van Heck's been carded for Brighton for a foul on Jaden Anthony. It's going to be a free kick on the corner, the left-hand corner of this Brighton area. I know we do prefer scoring down this bottom end at Turf Moor, but the thing is, it will be a different gravy next season. It will be a lot harder, but then it'll also be a lot easier for people like Scott Parker. And why is that? Because now you can get promoted by finishing in 8th. Ward-Prowse goes to whip one in. And Burnley have scored. It is an equaliser. Bashir Humphries. He doesn't celebrate. He just runs back to position. What's the referee saying now? The linesman doesn't have his flag up. It's going to be checked again, isn't it? It's going to be a Burnley goal, which means it's going to be checked again. So let's have a look. No, he's got to be onside, but Matt's wife at front. Sorry, not Matt's wife. Hinshelwood, I think, keeps Bashir Humphries on. So it is going to VAR. It is going to be checked. Nah, Hinshelwood keeps him on. I'm sorry, if that's not given after the opposite compared to Jaden Anthony, he's on by an arm. Because if that's classed as offside and it's as a point that you can score with, then that should be given. It's been chalked off. make sense. It's fucking bollocks. I fucking hate this league. Fuck the Premier League. Fuck the lot of them. Absolute dickwads. We can't even pick out a pass to our own fucking keeper. I don't get this. I really don't get it. Fucking joke. You piss me off. I can understand the first one, right? I can understand the first one. It's minimal. It's minimal that he's... You can't even score with that part of your arm, but apparently it's offside. But on the other flip side, it's offside for us. Yeah, Claire, exactly. Excuse my language. It is what it is. It's... I hate it. Football has gone soft. It's gone shit. It's gone full of prima donnas rolling around. Oh, well, because I'm not getting the foul, I'll just hold my head. So when he looks back, what I'll do is it'll look like I've hurt my head then and I can play it back. Oh, nothing's going our way. We can't seem to find a breakdown. So what we'll do is we'll get the keeper to sit on his arse and pretend that he's injured or hurt himself. How is that offside? It's showing it again. It's not offside. He's kept on by Hinshelwood, whose arm is like this. He's trying to show a line now. Offside. By a knee. Fuck off. Fuck off. Bollocks. It's absolute bullshit. It's bullshit again. I'm fucking fuming with this. I'm fuming with it. Jadon Anthony is offside because apparently that side of your arm is still a goal-scoring opportunity. But it's offside because that little bit of a leg, apparently. But that guy's arm stuck out like that, you fucking arsehole. Which apparently is what you can still use to score, which means he's onside. They make this bullshit up as they go along. VAR were brought in so they could put on a new fancy little show on Sky where they make all the millions already. Atheist, come on. Come on. Don't take the piss. They have played badly all season. I'm not blaming VAR for the way that we're going down. But that's not... If Jadon Anthony's is offside, like I say, with the decision of apparently his arm is in an offside position because you can score with that, then clearly Bashir Humphries is on because that other player has got his arm up, keeping him onside with a bit of arm that can be used. Don't give me that bullshit either. The lines are clear. I'm sorry, they're not clear. Let's look at Bournemouth, the last time we're in the Premier League. Or do you remember that? You know, where they said that Rodriguez's goal was onside with a green line, and then they decided, oh no, we'll take that replay down and change it to a red line and show it from a different angle and say it's offside. It's bullshit. Like I say, they're making it up as they go along. Burnley have been shit. I'm not taking anything away from that. We have been shocking because we've got a manager that's incompetent, who seems, you know, oh, we still have the belief. We still have this, that, and the other. Yeah, exactly, Claire. It is. It's about fair play. It's about the rules being the rules. But no, they change them with every decision. I'm fed up of fraudulent... You know what? I'll tell you what. You know why you've never heard, right? Why you've never heard of these referees that we've seen in the game now, Thomas Bramall or whatever. You You used to know all the referees. You had your Clattenburgs, you had your Howard Webb, Mark Riley, Mark Dean. You knew all the referees. Now, nobody knows them. Because you know what? Because they've ushered through on a conveyor belt. They don't care whether they've refed once in the fucking National League. Oh, well, we'll stick them at Premier League. Because guess what? If they get it wrong, we could just bail them out with our fancy little cameras that do fuck all and just they make a decision when they can be asked to make a decision. It's dog shit. It's dog shit. It's ruining football. I was so much happier being able to go to a boozer after the game or something like that, go to the pub and chat about the human error the referee made. Yes, the referee got called a wanker. Yes, the referee got called every name under the sun. But you know what? It was a human error. That you can give. But when they're making it apparently easier and obvious and still getting it wrong... Like, what? What do we go? Where do we go from here? If you think that's a correct decision, then clearly you must think that the Jadon Anthony goal should have stood then. Because, like I say, his arm was out, and apparently that's a goal-scoring piece. How you doing, Wayne? Hope you're well, mate. You know what? I'm going to have more fun tomorrow, actually. I'm going to have a lot more fun tomorrow when we do a watch-along for the women's game. And not just due to the fact that they've played well all season. It's the sheer fact that it's easy. It's easier to watch. I told myself that I will not let myself get aggravated and agitated. This weekend I told myself that. But again, it's these decisions. It's this shit show that always happens. The shenanigans, the performance by these arseholes that are overpaid. That, oh no, that's offside. That's this, that's that. We can't string a pass together. Luckily we can get got a corner. If he had Lucky Man strapped to his back, he still wouldn't be able to sell him in Barbados. We know what the rules of VAR are. Like, we all know the rules of VAR, but it's not being used it's not being used correctly. And I'm not the only one saying this, am I? Like, there's hundreds of thousands of people saying the same thing, that you're not making the right decision. We can all see which way it should have gone. Look at the Barnes situation. It wasn't handball. You can see it hits his midriff from one angle, but from another angle, it shows that it looks like it hits his hand. But you can't be definitive. But guess what they do? They apparently rule it out because apparently it's a definitive handball. So this is what I'm saying. They are getting these situations and decisions wrong. VAR works perfectly fine in rugby, but in football, it just doesn't. It's a shower of shit. Like, I get what you're saying. The rules are VAR is here. And the fact that you're saying it's applied to every club and it's the correct decision, that's the rules, again, is bollocks. I'll tell you why. Because why are referees, Stockley Park and VAR sending emails to clubs saying, "Oh yeah, sorry, we did get that decision wrong. We did get that wrong." They're not all correct, mate. They're not all correct at all. Otherwise, they won't be sending clubs apologies. Like I said, it's all a big mound of fucking donkey do, and I've had enough of it. All we want is fairness and equality, and we don't even get that. Yeah, exactly, Mac. Exactly. No, they'll try and add something or implement something to it. Like, oh, this Wenger rule. I won't. I'll call it. I'll call it if I don't think it's a like I say. I go back. I did a watch along a while back when we played QPR. Okay, it was in the Championship. There was no VAR, but we won 1-0 away at Loftus Road. A Goodmanson free kick, which, to be fair, wasn't a free kick. 100% wasn't a free kick. But I'll call it if I don't think it was a free kick at all, and I'll say it. If I don't think it's a pen, I'll say. I do think there is a huge section of people that, yeah, will accept if it goes in their favour, but there has been times I've said that shouldn't have stood for Burnley. There's times where I've said it shouldn't have, because I'm not going to be able to change the outcome, and I know me whinging about it's not going to be able to change the outcome, but still, I get your point. There is people that whinge about it if it goes in their favour, or don't say it if it goes in their favour, but what did they used to say about decisions and wrongdoings in seasons? You see managers saying it in press conferences. Oh, yeah, that didn't go in our favour, but hopefully it'll even itself out over the course of the season. Because they even know the same thing. They know the same thing. I've just had it with the Premier League. I really, really have. So let's just say this would be one win in 23 games. By the way, you know what I mean? It's shocking how a manager even gets away with this. Just bullshit. It's bullshit. On the flip side, my horse won nationals, so I've won a tenner. Woo! Big spender. Let's see what people are saying. Let's check the Twitter Clarets hashtag on socials while Brighton try to go 2-0 up because, hey, That's just how it goes, isn't it? Totally agree, Wayne. Get rid of him. Someone says, not sure how many times he needs to see Humphreys get roasted today. Ugachukwu is either tired or given up. I'd say he's tired because, to be fair, he was very heavily involved in that first half. And he's not really had the support to help him because Marcus Edwards has been shite. No, I agree. It doesn't fill you with confidence, Adrian. 100%. It's bollocks, is what it is. Ugachukwu has come off. Jakob Brun-Larsen has come on. And I know there'll be Burnley fans that have something to say about that. That's true, Claire. That is true. I don't want us to be that, though. You know, we actually were a staple of the Premier League under Sean Dyche. I'm not saying bring the man back. But what I am saying is that we actually showed far endeavour. We're not showing any of that. We're a whimpering side that changes its team season after season. The complete model of what we're trying to do is just wrong. It's wrong. I'm so happy that there is a meeting at the Turf next Wednesday because questions are going to be asked. Questions are going to be asked, especially after this game. Again, it's an abomination and poor. If he does go to a German club, he's got to be third tier. Someone said here about what I said earlier. If a sleeve plays you offside, can a sleeve play you onside, or does it matter about the colour of the sleeve? I'm asking for a friend. Couldn't agree more. Told you, people are happy that Brun-Larsen's on. Yay, get Brun-Larsen. He'll change the game. We're dodgy face. I'd like another 3-week vacation, except I'd like it to be on a plane somewhere hot, which I thought I'd never say as a guy with ginger hair. Well, ginger skin, sorry. Somebody said we have all these attacking options on the bench and he brings on Brun-Larsen. I have no idea what our tactics are. I have no idea what our style of play is. I have no idea what's going on. Someone's put nuke VAR and eradicate the PGMOL. Yep. It's just, if you go in, I might do, yeah. Can help me. I've heard Russia's nice this time of year as well. Might go there. I know it were a joke, don't you worry. Funnily enough, like watching this football club. Hey, the passing's all wrong. Everything's wrong. By the way, if anybody wants to put in a match review, record yourself doing a video, send us your match reviews. Send us your match reviews. You can either send them us through Twitter, Instagram, even the Facebook page, and we'll get them uploaded as YouTube shorts. Just make sure they're under 3 minutes, which is still longer than a Burnley performance. I'm just going to send a voice note to group chat because, yeah, not enjoying myself at all. At all. Guys, I'm even sending you this voice note while I'm currently doing the live stream because, yeah, it's just not great, is it? Please feel free to send your match reactions at the end of the game. I've even asked people online if they want to send theirs and to just get in touch via all the socials if needs be. But just send us a video of what you thought of the game. Just don't hold back. Rant away. Do whatever you feel is necessary. We need to make a point. This is... I've had 3 weeks of bliss and now I'm back to feeling agitated again. It's wonderful, isn't it? Awful, awful, awful. This is what I mean. They've got players on the bench that can change it. We've got attacking players on the bench, but it doesn't decide to bother. It'd probably bring Mark Trezor on and stick him at fucking left back. Honestly, it's just... There's no urgency. Even players are like, come on, give me an option. Trust me, I'm gonna have a rant. I am gonna have a rant. It is awful. It's beyond dog shit. I'm surprised you've not left and got in the car yet, Kate. I really am surprised you've not left and got in the car. We're not learning, are we? We're not learning. You know, this young squad, fourth oldest in the Premier League. You got caught out with that one, didn't you? Oh, he's bringing Mark Trezor on. For who? Don't think Jack Hinchelwood is happy with Welbeck being taken off. Oh, and himself. Burnley are going to make the change. Rutter and Belieber are on. But Mark Trezor is on. Not sure who he came on for. Interestingly, it's not said who he's come on for. Marcus Edwards. So he is playing him out wide, which is again. You know, he's a very attacking player, but He needs to be in a side that actually attacks, doesn't he? Oh, I appreciate that, Claire. Really, really do. Yeah, I suppose so. It is annoying. Don't get me wrong. Like I say, I'm your average Burnley fan, some little fat ginger kid from up north. I say kid, I'm 34, but some little fat ginger guy who just chats shit about Burnley Football Club. And clearly I watch it every week. Hopefully it'll be better in the Championship because you'd like to think we'd improve. Hopefully with a different manager. But yeah, I'd love to have. I think it does help if you run a channel for a club that's more well supported, shall we say. But no, I really do appreciate you being in. Even like you say, as a Celtic and Liverpool fan, I'll speak to anyone and everyone, and I really do appreciate the support. So thank you very much as well. It really does mean a lot. I've not really brought to you much of this second half either because it's just been a shit fest. To the earlier question of will both teams score, by the way, I mean, technically, I was right because we've had the ball in the back of the net twice. As much as the scoreline says not, and if you'd have put it on a bet, yeah, you wouldn't have won. Technically, both teams have scored, so I am technically right, even if this does finish 1-0. Just saying, just saying. It's Brighton with a free kick in the Burnley half, whipped in, header up by Van Heck. No one there at the back stick. In fact, it's now picked up by Brighton. The flag has gone up. The goal scorer, Wafer, bullshit, whatever his name is, was in an offside position. I appreciate that, Claire. Thank you. But yeah, I agree, Adrian. I agree. Like I said, the business model needs to change. Exactly. It was technically a goal as well. It just annoys me, infuriates me. I say a point would be nice. It's not going to change much anyway because of the way that we're already going down. Yeah, Wayne, I looked at that hotel. Jesus, it's a nice poshing, isn't it, mate? What do you do there where you like for work? Ball now with Brun Larson. Can't even beat the first man with the ball into the box. Of course he can't. It's like Brighton are going to make another change. Exactly. Matoma set to come on for Yankuba Minter. Not bad. It looks like it's going to be 3 changes for Burnley. Lucas Pires, Kyle Walker and Armando Broja are getting ready for Burnley. But it wouldn't surprise me if Scott Parker just goes like for like, and hope that it changes the philosophy of the game. Of course it won't. However, Zian Fleming's stolen in here. He's took a shot which the keeper has to parry wide. I think he could have done better with that. The keeper. Corner taken by Ward-Prowse. It's deep to the back stick. Still in play. Mike Chisor cuts out. Brighton trying to get forward. Tries to fizz one in. It's deep. No one there. And Brighton managed to knock it out for a throw-in. It's come on, Burnley. Atheist, I'm just going to, yeah. Florentino goes off. Brozier on. So does that mean he's gone 2 up top? It's Hartman who comes off. So he's dropped a midfielder to put Brozier in with Fleming, but changed Hartman and Humphries, who have been playing right back and left back, with Walker and Lucas Perez. So it's like for the 2 defenders, and we've just dropped a midfielder. So for me, I'm saying that's now... Does that mean someone from the attacking 3 has come back? So has it gone up, become a 4-4-2? Either way, the way we're passing around, the way we're trying to actually make something of this, which is not much, to be honest. Like I say, we need to get the passing right. Ball played out wide to Mitoma. Tries to fizz one through. Kyle Walker cuts it out. They've got players of quality. Danny Welbeck's been there for years. Milner came still with quite high pedigree. Pascal Gross has done pretty well. We're always second, even in the second balls. Like, you know, Diego Gomez there, if it had just floated one in, Rutter would have been in to make it 2-0. I agree with you, Adrian. It's not good enough. A point isn't good enough. It's too easy for teams to pass it around. Even when they're like next to each other, they still manage to pass it around. We don't. We struggle. Alan Pace will probably still think the same thing. I just don't get all this. We've got far. We still have it in us to chase this. Fucking show it, because you haven't. You're getting pipped at every second ball. You're getting pipped at every first ball. Yeah, I agree, Claire. 100%. And yeah, you know what? That I'll give you that. This yes, Brighton will kick themselves because it's actually been all over us in this game. We've had when we have possession, we just lose it. We don't have it for long. Again, ball pumped over the top. Burnley tried to chase. It's kept in. Pull back. Walker tries to get one in. It's deflected. It's going to be a corner. 86 on the clock. Correct. No heart, no desire, no passion. No teamwork. Can't even put that in there. Ball whipped in. It's into a gap. Nobody in a claret shirt there. Jadon Anthony tries to whip one in deep. Too deep. Nobody's getting to it. Another change. Final change, I think, for Brighton. It's Diego Gomez going off. And Joel Veltman comes on in his place. Ball pumped forward by Verbruggen. Burnley do well to cut it out. It was Rutter who was trying to go forward. Now he's putting pressure on Lucas Pires. Gets to it. No foul given. It's a run forward. Ball fizzed over to the back stick. Matoma can't get to it. Pascal Gross can though. Picks out Matoma. Can he? Has to go back to Pascal Gross, who gets it. A ball over the top for Mitoma. Picks out Gross, cut out by Burnley. Again, they lose it. It's to the edge of the box. Shot comes in and it's 2-0. It's too easy. It's too easy. It's Matt Pfeiffer again. It's Matt Pfeiffer again. Honestly, Burnley, fuck off. Just go. Just do one. Do one. What are you doing? What are you doing? It's fucking shite again. It's just fucking stupid. It's too easy. There's 3 Burnley players around there. Then they make the move because there's no watching the run. Then it's pinball around in the box. It's to the edge of the box, and it's just he just simply puts his laces through it. It's simple. It's too simple. Yeah, Scott Parker, just fuck off. Leave now. Like I said, as a person, you might be a nice chap, but you're getting to a point where people aren't going to accept the nice chap anymore. People have had enough. So it's just not good enough. Not good enough at all. No, he wouldn't be the guy to get Burnley back up. He's managed it what? Yeah, he's managed it once. Does that mean he's the right guy? No. And I don't even want to hear this like, well, Company took us down and that were a bad season. But yeah, he tried to play a philosophy that didn't work with the players that he had at his disposal. You can see he's still using that same philosophy at a decent club, and it's working for him because he's got them caliber of players. It's not right. It's not right. Correct. It is torture. It's beyond torture. I'm trying to remain calm. I really want to fucking scream from the rooftops. Just please, please, please. 6 minutes added on at the end of this, by the way. Another 6 minutes of shite I have to watch. Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not even going to drive myself to having a drink. I'm really not. Oh. Yeah, yeah. Please do send it us. Send it us, J Rod. But try and do it in under 3 minutes if you can. Send it to either Instagram or Twitter. Um, Probably the best two. It's just, yeah, it's bad. Bad. Spurs' supporters in. It says, at least with us, we'll bounce back. I think Burnley will stay down for a whole generation. I think you've had your time in the Premier League. Need to go now. Just cheapen the amazing. If it's that much of an amazing league, mate, come on. Why aren't you fucking doing something about it? Why aren't you doing something about it? You're not even going to be in that amazing league, are you? With your big toilet bowl stadium. I'm not having you fucking Spurs fans coming down to the Championship giving it all Billy Big Bollocks just because fucking Fat Ange won you a flaming Europa Cup bollocks. No, I'm not having that. Turf's more than empty. Yeah, keep it straight if you can. Just like, yeah, that was shit. We were shit. Awfully shit. Terrible. Blah blah blah. comes to something when your stadium's being used tonight as a boxing ring, and yet it's having to take boxing matches for British artists and boxers to actually try and win something at Spurs. Yeah, exactly. You know what? I appreciate that, Tim. Like I say, I don't think both teams have really played that well. I think Brighton have just capitalised on how crap and dejected we are. Um, but like I say, no, I appreciate that, Tim. I think there should be more clubs like us. Looking at it now, I wish all these big clubs, like your Spurs, that should have, just pissed off to this Super League, because we'd have actually decided, you know what would have done? We'd have actually gone. It's full time, by the way. It's finished 2-0. Thank God that's over. But the one thing I will say is, if they all pissed off to this Super League, what they would have done then is we'd have had a whitewash. Everybody, us, Everton, the whole shebang would have gone, right, let's have a wage cap. Let's have this. They can't have this big multi-millions. Let's bring this league back to the good times that it once were. But yeah, absolute shit show. Absolute shit show performance by Burnley. I can't wait to drop out of this shocking division. The only good point about being in the Premier League now is because of the financial turnover it gives you as a club. That is it. That is it. Thank you very much, by the way. I'll to everyone in the chat, even Lucky Singh, I've seen your comments. And as a United fan, yeah, I know you're linked with Belieber. But yeah, thank you to everyone for watching. I really do appreciate it. But hey, it's we'll be back with another watch along where we're doing the women's watch along tomorrow, where Burnley women's, who are unbeaten all season, with only 2 draws and 18 wins, have still got only a point above Wolves at the top of the National Women's League, but a chance to play in WSL2 next season is on the horizon. So Burnley do need to keep fighting for those points. So do join us tomorrow for that game away against Hull City Ladies. We will be doing a watch along for that. So join us if you can. But more importantly, thank you from the bottom of my heart to everyone who's been in. Really do appreciate it. Even you lot bantering and stuff like that. And I agree with what people are saying. Spurs, you're just like us. You've punched above your weight. We punched above our weight and achieved Europe under Sean Dyche. Okay, we didn't win anything really. And guess what? You're on our level. You're coming down with us as it stands. So, hey, what will be, will be. Thank you very much for watching. All of you take care. I'm not going to let this result ruin my weekend. And yeah, let's hope we can see Tyson Fury win tonight in his boxing match at the Toilet Bowl Stadium in London. Till then, take care, everyone. Thank you very much again. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please do. Thanks for all the love. And up the Clarets, somewhat.